Appearing on the gates. They're set to go. They're off. Even line away as well. Diamond Blue, one of the first to get going. Real Danger jumped very quickly. Pushing up as well. Capricorn Man after the start. Right behind them, Galaxy Affair. And Bustler's going to drift back in the field. Joined now on the rails by Dunbar, who's improving. Over on the outside is Mega Reward sitting wide and being used up to try and get around the field. Further back behind them, Rock and Rupert and False Statement. Miss Vasari, a length and a half away behind those. Then next of all is My Dilemma. Getting right back with Trade War, Little Flirt. Last is Mama Tembu at the 600 mark. They come off the riverside and the leader is Capricorn Man. He drew a length and a half. Running second is Diamond Blue before the home turn. Over on the inside, Dunbar, nice and handy. Mega Rewards covered ground on the outside of Real Danger. Back behind them looking for the way out. There next of all, Galaxy Affair. And now Bustler, the favourite, comes to the outside. The 3-year-old is letting down. He's coming with a wonderful turn of acceleration. 150 left to go. Bustler storms up, grabs the lead now, races to the front, and Bustler's going to come away and win again. Down the outside is Miss Vasari, but Bustler's too good. Bustler scored from Miss Vasari. Third might be Capricorn Man. Not with a great deal in it between it. Galaxy Affair, Trade War, My Dilemma, Mama Tembuji. There's another nice run from that mare. She made up many lengths late. Behind them, Real Danger, followed by Dunbar, Little Flirt, Diamond Blue compounding, Mega Reward. Next home, Rock and Rupert, and False Statement again has not run to expectation here at headquarters. Bustler, too good. Once again, just further highlighting the depth of our 3-year-olds. Takes on the older horses, puts them away in the most effective of style. Stephen Parnham aboard, the Playing God 3-year-old. He let down, he had the race shot to pieces at the 250, beating home Miss Vasari and Capricorn Man, Galaxy Affair. So Bustler now makes it 3 for 3. We saw the filly in the previous go 4 for 4. And exciting period for horses of this age group. Fasanto Walliardo, Nevin, Carolyn Parnham, D. Lee, Rod Bree, trained by Neville Parnham, Stephen Parnham there, giving Bustler a pretty easy time of it. Allowed him to drift back, just find his rhythm, and knew that he had plenty of horse underneath of him. When he let go, he was able to dispense with his rivals in 109.97. So that's slower than they ran, of course, there by about a half a second in the Belgravia. A length and a half, 3/4 of the margins. 7 Miss Vasari. Better today, the Regano mare from Miss Safari, Michael Lane and Chris Parnham. And 10 Capricorn Man, the Machino Corvetto Gelding, Cash Duran for Sean and Jake Casey. 13 Galaxy Affair was 4th. 9-7, 10-13 here after the running of race 8, the Amelia Park handicap. Final event 5:39 over the 1600. 3 Floyd comes out of the lucky last. As Brittany joins us here down there, we'll catch up no doubt with winning trader Nev Parnham in a second or two, but again it just underlines the riches of our 3-year-olds, Britt, currently racing in this state.
We are so lucky with the 3-year-olds that we have going around in Western Australia at the moment, and Bustler is right up there with them. We've just refreshed the Tab Touch app. I think it's 21 into $6 for the Northerly. Neville, was that to your expectations? We spoke to you pre-race. You've got a huge opinion of this horse.
Yeah, I've always had a pretty good line on him. I think he's pretty good. I think he would have certainly made his presence felt in the Belgravia, but it was good to see him put them away like that, and I must congratulate Steve. He's a master tactician. He mapped that race out and he told me exactly where he was going to be and who he was going to be following, and that's how it went. And he said he'll be too good.
And that's exactly what he was. Steve, we know, is so good with his form and everything like that. I guess when you have Steve aboard, you probably don't have to come to the races with too many ideas of where they're going to be in running. I'm sure you have conversations, but generally you're going to trust where Steve wants to be.
No, there was no instructions. All 3 boys know what they're doing, so they don't need me to tell them how to ride them, and they don't want me to tell them how to ride them. But no, 10 out of 10.
It really was. Now, what is the pathway forward for Bustler?
Probably go to the Faritha, I would say. I haven't really looked to see if there's another avenue. Obviously, both horses Sando's got a major share in him. So, but you know, they're going to have to line up one day. But it looks like we'll probably have at least 2 of them in the Guineas, because this guy will head that way. And Snowdome, I thought his run today was really good, and I thought his effort was looking for more ground, in my opinion. But we'll let the dust settle and have a think about it. But I'd say they'd probably both go to the Fair-Ether, and but this horse is pretty good.
Okay, so over 1,400 metres of a Fair-Ether, which horse would you side up with?
I have the utmost respect for both horses, but I think this horse might be the best horse in my stable.
It's pretty exciting to see. Well done, Neville.
Thank you.
There is Neville Parnham and a big call about BUSTLER. Here's Steve Parnham.
Now, Steve Parnham's just jumped off the scales and we haven't spoken yet, but before the race, I had a quick chat to your dad and he said Stevie thinks that he'll be on the back of Mega Reward, and watching you out of the gates, there was one thing in your mind: get him out, get him into a spot, and then join the 3 deep line. It was probably worked out perfectly.
Exactly how I'd hoped that it would unfold. Just watching the races before this, the pattern obviously is favouring the horses closer to speed and closer to the rail, and just the draw I had was awkward. It was where I was going to end up in the run. It could have been further back, but my intention was made early. I'm going to be like handy to the speed, and I just looked at that one and thought it was a possibility of also going forward and getting caught wide. So it was going to give me the cover that I needed and let the horse do the rest.
Now, we asked you on Wednesday if this horse BUSTLER had gone to the Belgravia, how would he have measured up? Having watched him just win there and having watched the Belgravia, do you reassess and say that he would have gone mighty close?
I dare say he would have gone mighty close. Full respect for the horses that finished in the money today. They're obviously a good crop, and Amelia's Jewel showed that she's got some good strong talent the way she found the line today. So always hard to judge in race to race whether you would have beaten them, but I'm damn sure he would have given them a good shake.
It's the obvious question. You've ridden a number of Kingston Town Classic winners, 3-year-olds weight for age 1800. It's now called the Northerly, but it's the same race. Does this guy give you the impression that that's where he can end up?
Yeah, I might have to start on a bit of a diet program, because it could end up that way very well. I think he's the real deal. He'll head towards the Fair-Ether Guineas, and hopefully, you know, if he comes out of that winning, then he'll go to the Northerly Stakes. So I've got some high hopes for him. He's really matured in this preparation. He was a little bit silly early on. Well, he's getting fit, and now he's knuckled down, his brain's there, and he's just doing things right. So I'm really happy the way he's going.
What about a quick word on your own start to the new season here at Ascot? You are flying at the moment.
Yeah, look, I bit of luck on some good horses that have sort of got me there, but confidence along the way. I feel really good about myself, where I'm putting them in the races and how they're travelling and finishing off for me. So it all goes hand in hand, and the results are coming. So I'll try and ride that wave as long as I can while the carnival's on, because it's a good time to be in form.
Exciting times. Well done, Stevie.
Thank you.
There is Steve Parnham combines with his father Neville, and it's BUSTLER who takes out race number 8. And the big takeaway from that was Neville Parnham said, I think this is the best horse I have in my stable. He's exciting, this 3-year-old BUSTLER. Remember that name. One more to come here from Ascot.